Amityverse is now running with this shortened title from Amityville For God's Sake Book a Bigger Theater. That was a mouthful. This is one of those anthology things from SRS Cinema. There is also the other company that made two of these. SRS did 3 or 4. This was the second one for SRS Cinema. By the way, it seems they ran out of ideas, their creators, so for all fake, they finally seems they stop with this. Where all the effort seems to go is Amityville Barbie, which got a short out there, but that's just part of the movie. They also hinted an idea of another short. I guess that will be also from the movie, so don't worry about those. My expectation for this one was that none of the shorts will do anything with the Amityville horror. And while it took me a while to get through them because they don't give a coherent narrative, they are just shorts with a couple seconds splitting screens. There is a fog there, and sometimes one person or another comes out and says some spooky lines, but and curiously, the first seeing the intro is different from any of the following splitting segments. It's a night vision, the green black thing. And that's a whole different guy is doing it. It's not the worst idea, so let's move on. I never heard of a whole family going trick-or-treating, but that's what we get in Amityville Next Door. And it seems kind of fun if you organize it. The friends, the adults are sticking with some of neighbor or friend, and they just camp there, and the kids are going around the neighborhood, and suddenly the house teleports from Amityville to Nashville, Nevada, or wherever, and weird things start to happen. The parent thinks the kids got kidnapped. Got it? Kids kidnapped. And they run into a house that is definitely not the house, but still is, because directing is weak. They end up in the red room, the parents, which for some reason also have a well. I think that's a reference to the second Amityville movie where, there came up the demon from underground somehow. Anyway, some dude hops out of this well and the house teleports away. Whoop-de-doo. Amityville Clown Plaza is next. Don't know about clowns, but the protagonist's whippersnappers are running low. Gas. I don't know why they are that worried. There is obvious and frequent traffic there, so just hike down a good Samaritan and ask for petrol for the car. I don't know anything about the Palooza either. This short definitely does not have an amusement park as a setting. I figured out Palooza means amusement park by simple browsing, so don't blame it if my understanding is going the wrong direction. Either way, a slasher clown definitely shows up, and is pissed off for them drinking his home-brewed killer beer, which even had the warning, might kill you on it. Next thing is Amityville. It's a, pun title. Some podcaster claimed to be hosting from the house, but turned out airing from Michigan, and people are pissed. So he got a spoon from the house, allegedly. They don't exactly show him ordering from eBay or something, but he's preparing to live stream a week long having it. And it literally means he will hold it for a week, even during sleeping. Day one is a product placement, but it's okay in context. I mean, streamers and YouTubers do it all the time. I would do that too, but no one is trusting me with the contract, obviously. Anyway, day two, the cameraman is even officially gone from the shot. Obviously because of budgetary reasons in real life. I mean, aren't these things are made on, friendship favors? But okay, day three, our guy starts the obvious collapse. This is a short, we can't afford the runtime. Actually, it's even worse, as the short practically ends here. There is a couple more seconds attached in which another streamer goes looking for him for clicks. Turns out our Jody is now living in the woods. I think we already seen this trope in some previous installment. And X is har. Anybody who meets him. I grant this is the most Amityville-like among this whole group. So, Skeleton Cop goes to Amityville. I only have two questions. Who is Skeleton Cop? And where is Amityville? If you read the title card. Obviously, someone didn't pay attention, and SRS Cinema, I think they are supervising things, so they should have, I don't know, just use some AI to fix the titles card. I mean, it's free, probably can do it. The main source of humor seems to be that the Skeleton Cop speaks in screams, and yes, he is literally a skeleton. By the way, kudos for the props. Also has a cooking show insert. This thing might be thinks it's Star Wars Holiday Special. Either way, from the technical side, I think this is my favorite of the bunch.
Till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream of
Amityville Mime comes now. So there is this clown / mime who shows up to this guy after got a delivery from the house, which is of course he did not order. And then he dies. I hope you paid attention because this was the short. Which leads us to the title Amityville Lone Flamingo. And from that you don't expect much. As expected, we are starting in a church's library. I mean, expected, the title makes no sense in relation to the content, not that it starts where it starts. Our local child molester has schizophrenic hallucinations in this silent movie, because this is a silent movie. It's colored, so don't worry. Pokemon is the devil, role-playing games are definitely of the devil, and Lugly are obviously demons too. By the way, I almost got a mask for the kid in the family from that franchise, but I decided against it because they didn't eat the holiday food we sent them. Yeah, definitely for that. Now, it turns out that plastic garden flamingos are also of the devil. This is a pile of nothing otherwise, but then the priest starts eating those things, and that's where it turns funny bad. So I give them that. Then comes Amityville Death Toilet Reprise. I expected it to just a shortened, recut version of Amityville Death Toilet. I mean, but for what I have also the novelization. That will be a video sometime in the future. This version, though, is not just a recut of the original, not exactly a new story either. I mean, it mostly uses that material, but it continues that one, at least one of the characters who die in that. So it does the bare minimum to not just skip it over if you've seen Amityville Death Toilet. Seems applying self-restraint paid out. And it became mildly funny. It's not just shit for jokes. Astonishing. A Multiville, another pun title, which doesn't really work as you can see. It doesn't contain the necessary letters and folds it, but whatever. I gave it a point anyway because the font.
The horrors of retail.
How long has it even been since someone's been in here?
I mean, I think it was that lady that had like that huge bag with like every possession she's ever owned. That was like right before your break. So like, I don't know, like 90 minutes?
It just makes time go by so slow.
The sound quality got a downgrade. We get a alarm that the house got flattened and that the mall got built in its place. At least it's not a cemetery. We built a family house over, suburban house. There is a creepy costumer we very fast figure out is a skin changer. What does it have to do with the Amityville? It's obviously nothing, but at this point, who cares? The script is good, surprisingly. And the acting is not bad either. Again, it even surprises me. But they needed some budget to make an effect for the kill and for the fly form. When out of the human skin form. It's like in the Man in Black 1, the cockroach alien. So, yeah. Next comes Amityville Killer. Do not confuse it with the Amityville Killer. That was a full movie. This is a short in Amityverse. Now this one's directing is shit. And the kid is obviously reading her lines. The lighting and camera is good though. I mean, I think they shot it during the daytime. You can see the sky between the trees, but it's dark and you only see what you are supposed to see. So I like they did that. So, far away from Amityville, dad and daughter runs out of gas. What's this running out of gas from? I absolutely think this is coincidence. At least 2 of the shorts were made by the same crew. We see that early 20 kid man actor showing up in them, so I know Daisy that always working with friends and permanent cast. So, but here it's not the same as that other one. So they are in the woods. Dad gets possessed because he went into the wood, abandoning the car with the girl, and gets possessed because of course, and of course attacks daughter, and that's how far the idea lasted. They obviously had no idea for a proper ending. In Amityville Murder Hammer, Dad's son is having nightmares because mom left. Either dead or divorced, your guess is as good as mine. Oh, we don't have to guess. They are showing what happened. Daddy offed her with the hammer in the title. I have no more notes for this, so you can figure out what happens at this point, or maybe nothing happens, and that's why I made no final notes for it. Ridiculous. So, if you want to watch this, I say watch the shorts in separate sessions, not the whole thing in one, because that's not how this works, I say. It's surprisingly not the worst thing. I expected it to be the trash level, absolute bottom, but as an anthology thing, it has some variety. It's pretty consistent on the production level, and in a sense, it's not somehow absolutely homemade trash, and they don't stretch themselves to the 60 minutes limit, so they are ended before they get annoying and their faults become very noticeable. So really, it's not bad, and it's really surprising me to say this.